Hey guys, Darius here with another video, and today's video is going to be about surviving Army basic training. So in our first video we did getting into the Army. Second video we did for the guys who are already in the Army who are getting out, we did getting out of the Army. And now just kind of some tips to go over to get through basic training easier. So for those of you who don't know, who've never seen my channel, in my first video I went over a little bit about me. I was in the infantry. I enlisted in 2021. Went through the 22-week OSUT for the infantry, for the Army infantry, and yeah. So just a little bit about me. I got out last year, so without further ado, let's just get into it. So step one, if this is like a step that if you're not looking to be the best in the class, it makes your time easier, I feel like, is flying under the radar. So you're not looking to be the best and you're not looking to be the worst. You're just going to do what's mandatory of you, and you're going to do it with all you got. But you're not trying to show anybody up and you're not trying to get anybody smoked. So flying under the radar, pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. Because if you don't want to get picked on and you don't want to get picked to do things. So if you're the worst guy, you're gonna get other dudes smoked. You're gonna be smoked by the drill sergeants, and people aren't gonna like you. If you're the best guy, you're gonna get picked to do more things. So you're gonna get picked to do example iterations, like during combatives week or something. The drill sergeants might have you come up and be like the test dummy or whatever. So that's just step one, is kind of flying under the radar. Makes your time easier. Best if the drill sergeants don't even know your name the whole time you're there, just so you can get through quicker. Now step two, a lot of guys get sucked into the whole time. You're there for 6 months, nearly, so you're there for a pretty long time. I think it's actually like 5 months or something like that, a little under 6 months. You're gonna get sucked into time. So a lot of guys have a problem with that. What I did that helped me and it made time fly by was doing what I called count the Sundays. So when you originally get to Fort Benning, they'll take you to the little commissary building when you're in processing. And that's where you get a notepad to write home or whatever. Even if you're not gonna write home, get a notepad and then write the Sundays down and write a whole calendar. So I did. I just counted the Sundays. I didn't count any days. Just every Sunday I'd go and mark 7 days off. It made time fly by. It felt like I was just able to focus on training, and then, Sunday came. Because Sundays are kind of like more of a relaxed day. You're going to get more time to yourself, less time with drill sergeants, less time training. You usually get a phone call home. I know we did. So you get like church services if you're religious. So Sundays are kind of those days where you kind of get to relax a little bit and take a day to kind of just listen to yourself. So yeah, counted the Sundays, worked well for me. Step three is surrounding yourself with the right people. You're gonna meet a lot of people. There's gonna be like 40 or 50 dudes in your bay. So I know at Fort Benning it was that way. You have a lot of people there, so everybody kind of becomes friends, but you'll become closer with other people, and just it'll make it the time go easier if you're catching up with those people and watching out for each other. A lot of times you might have an issue, they might have an issue, and you know, like just being somebody to talk to makes everything go a little smoother, and then by the next day everything blows over. So yeah, having the right people on your side never hurt anybody. Step four is just having confidence in yourself, having confidence in the people around you, and having confidence in the drill sergeants even, because a lot of times you're gonna be doing things where you're like, oh, this is crazy. And you're gonna be scared. I know the rappelling tower, I was terrified of heights. What I told myself is, the Army is paying all this money to train soldiers and trainees to become soldiers. Why would they put you in a dangerous situation? As long as you follow what the drill sergeants are telling you, what the cadre is telling you. You're gonna be fine. You're not gonna get hurt. You're not gonna get like unalived or whatever. You'll be fine. So just have confidence in yourself that you can complete it. Have confidence that it's safety tested. Have confidence in the people around you that they are capable mentally and physically of doing the things that they're being asked of, that's gonna hold up on their end, and you can hold up your end. Next is step 5, is it's an all mind game. Most of the people who are gonna drop out are gonna drop out in the first 2 weeks, okay? Most of those people should have never been there. That's how it is. After those first 2 weeks, you're not gonna see many people drop after that. As long as you can make it past those first couple weeks, you're gonna realize really quickly that it's not really that, I mean, it is physical, but it's not anything that you can't do. If you're there for a reason. Like, they knew you could do it, so you're there to do it, and you're gonna do it, and the drill sergeant's gonna make sure you do it. Just have confidence in that you're gonna do it, and realize that as long as you're adapting to the situation, you're gonna pass. A lot of times they'd be like, oh, if you fail this, you're gonna get recycled. It is so hard if you are trying to fail. Like, you'd have to literally, like, if you were trying to complete the tasks with all of your effort, it is so hard to fail. It's a no-brainer. So you literally have to try your hardest to fail out, or just not try at all, and then that's a whole nother, then you're just gonna get kicked out. But yeah, it's just a mind game. Like, if you're going there, don't waste your time, don't waste their time, don't waste the people around you's time. Just do it. You've already made the commitment. If you get there and you realize, hey, it's not for me, okay, cool, do your contract, get out. That's all you gotta do. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of people who will go in with the mindset that it's gonna be easy, and then they realize that, like, they've never been away from home, they get homesick, and then they want to quit. Like, I saw so many dudes, like, we wouldn't even get out of reception yet, and there were like 2 or 3 dudes who wanted to RTT before they even got to our actual unit to train. Like, and you're just kind of blown away. You're like, any like sensible person was just like, holy crap, like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you're about to throw away all this. And it's whatever, like, that's on them, that's their own prerogative. Because if you try to go that route, if you like RTT or try to just drop out, basically, you're gonna be there longer than the people who are gonna graduate. So the best, easiest, quickest way to do it is get out. Just get done. Get done with the training. Pass it, and then you'll go to your unit, and everything will be okay. You'll have a new home. Cool. Next is step 6, stay out of trouble. Pretty simple. You just signed a contract with the US government. Don't screw it up, because there are so many benefits when you get out that if you use them right, you can't mess up your life afterwards, if that makes sense. Like, if you apply yourself during the years that you are in service to better yourself as a person, when you get out, your life as you know it will be so vastly different from when you went into the military. So don't make stupid mistakes, because there's going to be people within your OSUT class or basic training class or boot camp or whatever that are going to be, no other way to put it, shitbags. And they're gonna try to mess it up for everybody. So stay away from those people. Stay out of trouble. Don't be bringing contraband in. Don't be trying to get contraband in. Don't be doing things you're not supposed to be doing, because you're gonna mess up everything. Even if you don't want to be there, like, say you get there and you're like, oh, this isn't for me. Like I said, finish out your contract. Like, you are gonna have so many benefits afterwards. Like, okay, so what? It's 3 years. You have this whole life ahead of you, and it's gonna set you up for things that you will never get the opportunity to get as a civilian. So stay out of trouble. Step 7 is focus. Focus on the main task. Focus on the end point, and focus on the little things. every time these drill sergeants will sit you down and talk to you, look at what they're looking at. They're always going to change it up a little bit just to mess with you. Like, we had a drill sergeant would always check our bays and stuff on Sundays. He'd always find something wrong, right? So we would constantly watch what he was looking for. And it just seemed like every Sunday he'd come up with something new. But then we just started focusing to what he was saying. And it was like something clicked. Like, if you're focusing on what these drill sergeants are saying, you're not gonna go wrong. I mean, they're gonna still mess with you. That's their job, is to kind of mold you and get you ready for what you're gonna do. So don't be all down on yourself when you do fail, but if you focus, you're gonna do better than most people will do. Just watching how they're doing things, watching how they're teaching it, listening to every word very carefully of what they're saying and when they're explaining how to do something. And then when you do it, you can't mess up. Like, it's pretty simple. So yeah, those are just those little steps to getting through basic training. If you're going, congrats. If you're looking at going, I implore you to keep pushing. I mean, as long as you want to do it, you can do it. It's pretty straightforward. It's a lot different from 20 years ago. You'd hear the horror stories and during like the height of the global war on terror. It's a different army now. With that being said, it's still difficult. You're still gonna have challenges, but you can do it. Like, I think, every generation says, oh, my basic training was harder, my basic training was harder. But I think a lot of it's just a whole dog and pony show thing. Like, I think a lot of it now is more focused on a lot of more intellect and classroom stuff than it is just brute manliness, I guess you could say. But yeah, so like I said, good luck, and hope you liked the video. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have any comments, always like those. If you have any video ideas, drop them in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you later.